And there we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's good to see you all here. And of course, it's equally good to see that I was the last person to join the Discord channel. That was delightful. because reasons. The DM is never late, nor is he early.
Always arrives precisely when he means to.
And negative experience to anyone who argues that. Whew. I don't know if that invalidates it, but I feel like I'm not getting scurvy tonight.
Wait, you look so cute.
Oh, I thank you.
Yeah, I should open the Discord, huh? Or Twitch.
Twitch.
Get the views.
Hey, you know it puts the views up, and it's a little bit of gaming the system, but I'm okay with that. I'm not going to be too proud to say that I do it myself. So, volume down on the TV. That way I can see everything I need to, and it's not like you guys can hide your snark from me.
I can.
No, you can't.
No. You get called out, and the cameras in your house would dictate otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to have done. Okay. So last we left off, your group had purchased what supplies you felt necessary for your journey. And were, if I'm to understand, heading out onto the road. Yes?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we are heading to kill all the things.
Okay. So, let's drag everybody back here for a brief hot second. And I would like for everyone to just go ahead and give me a marching order. As we expect.
Which direction?
We'll say, top is north, the front of the line, essentially.
So, okay.
Just realize we're missing a Kess, aren't we?
Front's up here.
Yeah, front's up that way.
Back's down here.
Are we? I thought we saw him in Discord. He was.
Hello.
The fuck?
They look like a toddler crew going to recess.
Yeah.
I'm just, like trying to. So wait. Which way is which, Quinn?
Towards.
Are we holding the rope or what's up?
Yeah. Carl will still continue to hold the rope with Luther.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get out of the city and onto a path, so I don't know if you're going to continue to do that.
Do it until we're out of the city, and then I will just follow Luther normally.
Okay. So, we're going to... Alright, that'll be the middle of the group. Oh, now children's. Oh, God damn it, Ken. Let's not have any of that. It's too early for this chicanery. So we're just gonna have this big bulging middle section.
I mean, yes.
All right. You know what? Here, we'll do that. How about that? All right.
And 8 fireballs. Go.
Pretty much. It's gonna be fine. All right. So, okay.
You're singing while we march. You're all fired.
You wouldn't hear it.
Shh, I was hoping you would hear it.
I'm amused at your placement, Torin.
Why?
No reason.
Tell me.
You'll find out.
Oh God.
Or maybe you won't. I mean,
If it involves noise, then it's probably not going to happen.
I'm yeah. Okay, so that works well enough. So, on foot, it's going to take you about a day's worth of travel to you're gonna have to rest once out in the field, unless you decide to push on quickly to get to this ruined mansion.
As long as we don't go into the mansion at nighttime, I'm good.
Yeah, I
Fair.
don't think we're in a hurry. So
No, you're not on a strict time limit.
Yeah, I thought the plan was to march as close as we could, bed down, and go in during the day.
Reasonably close.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That was like 5 years ago, so I don't quite remember.
You have no sense of time, do you?
I vote we camp out like a mile away just in case. There's one maybe and they might see us on the far walk.
That might be trouble. All right, so we have our marching orders, and we have everyone moving forward.
Vampire Daddy comes out. Get off my lawn!
Bleh, get off of my lawn, bleh. Yes, because this is D&D. Everything's a stereotype.
I don't say blah blah blah.
The references are real.
Yeah, well, welcome to D&D. So, it is about, you guys set out earlier in the day. It's still reasonably dark, mostly due to the cover, not only cloud cover, but the thick canopy of trees that you're passing on. There is a not so well-worn trail, but visible enough to not have to really require your how can we put, it's not a hard trail to follow, but it's clear that it hasn't been used for frequently. If I could have, please, a round of perception checks.
Carl is saying yay. Ovi is saying nope, see nothing.
Torn those all.
This is
Carl really.
Yeah, I mean, holy crap, y'all. There's a lot of trees here. Carl, you feel a little more at home coming from Duval Shane. That's a heavily forested area, but this definitely has more of a less pleasant kind of a feel to it. You know, there's a low rolling mist that seems to kind of just cling to the ground wherever, and you see from nooks and crannies of the of like stones and whatnot, it just kind of seeps and kind of, it's very dark atmosphere. Duval Shane's the Queen's Garden essentially. It's a lot more like hospitable looking. For thinking, I can't even really come to mind a specific reference for it, but there's definitely a difference in the atmosphere. This is a lot more heavier than you're used to. Although the trees here and about still give you, pretty decent run of things. Yeah, Sovi, this is holy. Where even are you? You don't even know. Uh, yeah. Oh crap! Yeah, there's one more rule that has to be made too, doesn't there? Herp derp derp derp. I doubt that's yeah. Wow. Okay. Fine. Um. You do as you're passing through. You guys do see signs of game animals and the like. Just kind of running off, usually towards the shadows of your, shadows of your vision, where the tree line kind of blocks a lot of your, your line of sight kind of peters out after a little while, and the mists do kind of bring in a little more closed atmosphere. Both Torin and Dominic, after a couple hours after walking, you start noticing that the little game trails and signs of life are starting to sparse out, and you even think that you can spot a couple of discarded bone piles here and there.
What?
Okay.
Bone pile. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like some like a deer or just a couple of animals had been killed by some beast or another, and just kind of flesh stripped from bone left in a heap.
Gross. Torrent points for everyone to see.
Carl wants to use the bones as chopsticks. Are they small enough for this?
Well, they look to be the bones of a deer.
So no.
You know what? Check your investigation. Why not?
Yes.
Wow, for a +0 skill. Good job. Okay, I mean, there seem to be a couple of splintered, what look to be like rib bones that look like they could make some chopsticks.
Alright, well, I'll take a few of those bones just for later in case I wanted to use them for...
Alright, so Carl has apparently started making redneck wind chimes. That's good to know.
It's okay, as long as Torrent doesn't have to hear it, we're good. Wait.
Good job.
It's beautiful.
Class fucking act. Oh, you people.
So Carl has bones now.
Yes, you've got a couple of, like, deer bones. A little ways later, as you kind of rejoin the huddle, as it were, and you continue on, it looks like the path splits off into two and kind of follows parallel to a bit of a rocky ridge line that has a slight valley that kind of curls up in the middle and kind of straightens out. And let's see here. I'm gonna have everybody go right over here for me. Yeah. So the path kind of opens out enough to have this section valley as a part of it. And it is up to you how you proceed. Looks like a direction is being picked by Torin.
Is it 5 square?
Yeah, it's a standard 5-foot square. Just kind of giving you a brief layout of the land here.
Scale, I guess.
You should never go right because right is always perceived as the right way, but you always get attacked when you go right.
So did anybody else understand the gibberish just now? What?
No.
About as much as it was intended to be understood, I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
All understood me.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll assume to that. So, we'll give out one more round of checks just to see what's going on with the people. Perceptions, please.
Hey, I didn't totally fail. It wasn't great, but it wasn't totally bad.
Yeah. Well. Carl's kind of spacing off again. Dominic, you notice that there is another one of those piles lying near where Torn was.
Was?
Well, where he is, roughly.
Oh, fantastic.
I was gonna say, did I fail so badly that I think it's him?
No, he's standing right there. But, I mean, if you look at the pile, they do look like they're kind of curled in around each other. I guess you could say this one probably was vaguely feline.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe?
So we got
So yeah, at this point you're just deciding which way to go.
Torin will throw his notebook, I guess. I don't know. He's gonna tap Eltheria on the head and shove his notebook right in her face.
Yes, Leader Mr. Berry?
Points to notebook.
Oh. We'll hold up both hands to see which way is left.
Oh god.
I mean, you are turned back towards her.
I'm just gonna point out this is something she does in real life while driving. Hey, take a left up here, takes both hands off wheel.
That was an inappropriate need to share information.
Oh, you're welcome, world.
Hoy. Okay. So apparently they were deciding that it was left currently of Torin. Of him facing back towards the group.
Right, you know where we're going? Sure.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Alfier will just give a non-committal nod. Doesn't seem like he has too much of an opinion.
right.
So you are proceeding which direction now?
Left, I guess, if no one else seems to say
All right,
anything.
well, just ping your direction, damn it. I need to see. Okay.
I think they
Shut
all
up.
agreed with
Did
it.
none
That
of us
you
really
want-
see anything special with our perceptions?
No, I mean you do see the bone piles, and it kind of looks like a bone piles, you know, kind of crushed up. Like
there's
something
more
was.
or less of it there.
So we have people kind of spread out a little bit. Luther kind of hangs back a bit.
I would proceed along the rocks.
As you do. So, for no reason in particular that no one will believe me for saying,
Yep.
Seems perfectly reasonable.
seems perfectly reasonable. Just in the event of something perhaps happening, yeah. Let's go ahead and throw yourself on there real quick. I understand. All right. Well, that's delightful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay, apparently he isn't here, so he isn't here right now. Screw it. Apparently I was incorrect and assuming that that Kess was joining us tonight. He's probably asleep.
So, what do you text him?
Already did.
The hammer.
We text him with a
Has not
hammer.
got a response yet, and he lives a little bit far away for a hammer.
Only a little needs a chest, bitch.
By the time I got down there and hit him with the hammer, and then got home to my computer to play, game would be over. So
Just
Take over his computer.
find someone in the area that you can contract the job out.
That's right. That's how we work with these things. Okay. And let's just roll one more little thing here. Okay. RN Jesus. Go, go. Taking almost no one by surprise.
Ah,
So, Luther, as you're kind of separating yourself from the group a little bit, kind of getting this, you notice at your feet, or near enough to your feet, is a. It seems to be the carcass of some small animal. We'll say it looks to be like the bones look like they were kind of jackrabbitish. However, these are fairly well compressed, and by the look of it, they have some slightly viscous substance still kind of glistening on them.
Ew. Inspecting it a little bit, would the substance allude to anything that I might know? Knowledge-wise?
Give me a nature check.
Like when I snail trail, or,
Maybe no comment.
It looks, whatever it is, it's, I mean, without getting around and really poking at it, because it looks kind of gnarly, it looks kind of sticky. It's either some kind of gel or something has deteriorated on it. But there is just the barest hints of scraps of flesh and meat still left on some of the bones.
Gotcha. I will continue walking because that is gross.
That is fair.
Luther calls up, "Ooh, guys, I found an icky. Ew, come poke it."
Carl wants to rush over.
Oh, I don't actually think that happened. Call me cynical.
Yeah, that was OC.
Yeah, I figured. But Carl goes over and looks at the carcass.
Using a bone to poke it. Good thing I brought the bones.
Oh yeah. CSI Carl, good job. You poke it, it's definitely a corpse, and it's got this. As you poke it with the bone and kind of pull away, a little like ropey strands of this kind of like this filmy thing, kind of taper to the bone and kind of lead back to the point where you poked at it. In the low light, it kind of glistens a little bit. That there's actually, when I say it's a ropey substance, it actually seems to have like strands that are kind of dissolving currently.
I will show Luther. Hey, Luther, you know what this is?
No clue. But if we move through quickly, it might not bother us, whatever it is that did this. And it probably mostly killed rabbits, so, things not much bigger than you, maybe.
Carl will wipe the bone clean on a plant.
It's a couple of leaves off of a bush. You kind of just you scrape off the goo on there. Give me a nature check real quick.
Tree sticks to him.
Why? It's poison sumac. No, no, you grab a couple of things. It's kind of sticky still. Like, you kind of tossing the little leaves away. You're free to proceed forward as you will. At Whiskerberry's discretion, I imagine.
Always forward.
No, you're in the front, so.
Oh god. Come on, you dumb halflings. Oh.
Wow. All
Carl's-
the halflings, huh?
Carl's vein is twitching in his head like,
It was out of character comments, Samantha. Thank you for being mute. No one asked you.
Actually, it really wouldn't have cost me that much more movement to just go along the top of the ridge. How far down is this?
The incline it's a fairly gentle incline. I mean, for you, it's not going to cost extra movement because of your slippers.
I'll keep an people from up here.
Okay.
Come along.
Woohoo! Can Carl go along? Carl can go along. Right?
Yeah, I mean, there were before this little thing kind of started belling out. There was a bit of a ridge, like right around in here, that that you could have just easily just and go along the main ridge.
Yeah, can you read my notebook from over here? Oh.
The answer might surprise you. Okay. So, yeah. What we've got going on at this point is that pretty much as you're moving along, kind of keeping an eye out, Torin, you see some. Basically, the air kind of gets a more heavy feel to it, as there's this, I don't know, almost this feeling of encroaching pressure, as the shadows seem to kind of form out of the darker places of these trees and whatnot, and almost like a haze, you see the mist kind of roll around and give form to these dull gray, semi-translucent creatures.
From the shadows of the trees. This is why you can't trust a tree.
It seems like it kind of formed out of the air itself.
Blaming the trees.
You're perfectly able to blame the trees.
Ran. But do you just pick things that I generally hate altogether? I mean, like, come on.
I tend to pick things that are appropriate and or fun for the area you're in. Yes.
Not appropriate.
This is very what you're in a giant dark forest. How are enormous deadly looking spiders not appropriate?
You know, it'd be more appropriate.
What?
It would be more appropriate if, like, vampire bunnies.
It's okay. I'll just have to light the entire forest on fire.
Thank you. I agree. Get on this movement.
Oh
Vampire.
God. There might be some overreactions going on here.
Spiders this size burning the forest down is totally warranted.
I know.
Okay. You people, so dramatic.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I have hellish rebuke. If they attack me, I will set them on fire.
Yeah,
I mean that's fine. That's fair. That is fine. Hellish rebuke is a thing for a reason.
And if the forest just happens to go up with it, it's not my fault. They attacked me.
Clearly the forest breeds them.
The forest needs to die.
Oh wow. Such violence.
It's fine. Maybe that house will go down with it.
Worried the druid approves.
At least one of them, right?
It won't hurt the rocks, we're fine.
We're fine.
Okay. So, we've got this going on.
It actually turns the trees into a more rock-like state.
I mean, where's the lie there? So, what we've got going on here is... I need this. So these giant, like I said, these are grayish, like kind of grayish black, semi-translucent spider horrors just kind of apparate from the ether and kind of rear up. Their little front mandibles kind of click as they reach back, and essentially they hawk up this this viscous wad at you guys.
That's rude.
That only more so convinces me they're whores.
Well,
So, first and foremost, I'm going to need everybody to make dexterity saves, I believe it is. Yes.
oh yeah. Girl says, "Fuck this shit."
Clearly. All right, it looks like dexterity save there. Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
Uh-huh.
There's. So, we're going to put these on. We'll put those on the map layer for now because that's what we can do.
ew.
Oh, hell.
Is it my hair?
It's kind of everywhere, as these globs kind of just impact down and around, like one lands just a little off of Torin. One lands just behind. Oh god, names. Carl and
Luther.
Carl and Luther
Okay.
lands at Solvi and Alfier's feet, and once they hit, they kind of undulate for a moment and then burst, sending these strands everywhere. And within this kind of the central impact points, you see what look to be hundreds of smaller
God.
spiders just roll just in a royal as they start skittering towards you.
Burn it all.
Tori draws a little picture of a fire and throws it at Dominic.
Those can actually go to... Why am I... No, I need to put those on the token layer. Thank you.
Why is everyone so far away?
That's what you did. Okay, and so everybody manages to kind of avoid getting caught up into these ropey strands that, again, are also somewhat translucent. Everyone save... No, actually, everyone but Alfier, who is currently gummed up by these
Paralyzed with
things.
fear.
Not so much fear, but he is definitely kind of glued down to the ground by these strands.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he was the only one who fucking failed. So that's a thing that happened. Torin. So these webs are automatically difficult terrain, and you do have to, if you are moving, you do have to repeat your save to get through them.
Do I have to repeat my save even if I use my shadow step feat?
No, because that's essentially like a small scale teleport.
Am I to assume everything's technically in shadow?
It's not interfering with your. Yeah, it's dim enough here that you're not having to worry about shadows.
So I'd be
It's
able
not
to
a
still-
shadowy condition, but there are enough shadows around you.
Okay. Then I will shadow step this bitch over here.
All right. Go ahead and give me another save as you're landing in web.
Dexterity, right?
Yes. Okay, you're fine. You shadow step.
Yay! I actually cannot do anything more than that, so go ahead.
Alfir must make a strength save to try and break free. And he manages to kind of flick his hand, and you see this this spear made out of stone kind of jut up from the ground and kind of hit and grab onto it, and is able to cut himself free. However, that is his action, and he is not going to move, but he is going to face down this spider swarm, bringing it to Solvi.
Things are not great. Okay, I was measuring out some shit because if I target like right here. Oh wait, now that Torin moved, he might. Yep, totally would be in. Fuck.
Great. That's me a note next time.
It's too early.
It's either Torin or Jasper.
I'm fine with it.
I was gonna
Kill
say.
them.
He doesn't. We don't know what is actually happening yet, so.
Still worth it. Kill them.
Apparently, I struck a nerve here. I didn't know that. Solly, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I was thinking of my armor class from my other game. Crap.
It's okay, I'm not targeting your armor class.
Oh, true.
All right, go ahead and make your Constitution save. Yes, you are apparently within the. All right. Well, nobody succeeded that one. So, 13 points of thunder damage as this peel just rips forward, and yeah, that deals it to structure, but these things, that's not. These webs are just kind of interlacing on the ground here.
Sorry about that. And then bonus action. Right there.
That is good.
Spiritual weapon, go!
I'm trying to stab the little one that's right in front of me because I don't like that.
The bubbling swarm of these slightly flickering spiders.
That is the best roll I've ever seen for a spiritual weapon ever.
That's pretty. It's pretty nice.
Like, what happened?
All right, let me double check here. Da-da-da. Okay. That's good to know. So, 10 points of force damage as this summoned lance comes shooting through and starts kind of spinning and arcing around, scattering bits of this swarm. Dominic.
No. I'm gonna just faints. I don't know who's easier to shoot at. Probably this little fucker over here, right?
Yeah, that one is up on the hill. So you're shooting kind of up, but the slope is enough that you're not interfered. Your shot's not interfered with because of the. It's on the ridge, so you're good. All right. You fire into the mass, and you. It's like shooting a BB gun at an anthill. You just see a couple of them fly off. It seems to be hard to draw to. It seems a little more difficult to damage this pile as shooting at an individual at individual spiders. You might hit one or two of them, but it seems a little difficult a task to be performing.
I mean, I'm sure it is, but I got nothing else I can do.
That's fair. That's fair. Are you moving at all?
I'll try.
All right. This is considered difficult terrain. So you're essentially moving
I
at
don't know
half
what that
speed
means.
within. It costs 10 feet to move 5, essentially.
So I can go 15.
You can go 15 feet while you're in the web, yes.
Divide your movement by half.
I'm not allowed to move farther than that.
Okay.
It keeps snapping it back.
Weird. Okay. Oh, I think you're trying to move through a tree, is what the problem is.
Apparently.
These are actually there.
Trees are actually there. I didn't turn the dynamic lighting off. Or I didn't turn vision off for this. Okay, so you move yourself pretty much out of the webs.
Still a little on the shoe.
And can I provide help to anyone?
That is with a bonus action for you, correct?
Yes.
Yes, let me double check your feature there. So I'm not sure about. I know it's a bonus action, but the range ability on that. Mr. Dobkins. A target within 30 feet of you. Okay. So, yeah, you can help, which are you providing assistance? Who are you providing assistance to? Because you have to be within 30 feet of them.
Um. I'll provide to Sylvie for next round.
Okay. Jasper.
That's advantage.
So,
Yeah, you'll have advantage on an attack roll.
real quick wondering, that sword, is it susceptible to being damaged?
It is. It is like a slightly blue-hued lance. It looks to be. It's definitely magical. You're not sure of its
I mean, like,
properties otherwise.
I don't know whether or not it would be damaged by a spell if it were to be hit by it.
You are uncertain. Not your form of magic, unfortunately.
I don't want to accidentally break his fancy sword. Her.
Break it.
Oh,
I don't know who did
jeez.
it.
Carl, get ready. You're up on deck.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Let's see. It's not 20 foot cubes. That's too big. Why is everything I have things that'll kill everyone?
Because fun?
Yeah. Special over there. Ooh, that spider over there is just by itself, right? Crap. I can never get this map to move the way I want it. I will cast Erupting Earth. Let's see, what is it? 120 foot range.
You do have tokens that you can move about for that.
Oh.
Yes. You can drop that onto the field and just kind of move it around.
Where do I find these tokens?
Should be under a tab marked
Oh, I see
tokens.
Uh-huh. So, Erupting Earth. Just like, oop,
Yeah, just drag it out on there and it should. Yeah.
and then
It'll give you a. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it red. Crap. What about there? I think.
Okay.
At level 3.
Go and roll it.
And then do the thing. A 1.
183. Kind of manic rolls there. All right. So, basically, you point off into the distance where this shadowy creature is kind of skulking around the trees, and this dull thud happens from just below the ground before it just peels back, rocks flying in the air and settling around it. Does Spider skitter away? Spider does not. Taking 12 points of damage, and the area is now called difficult terrain. Am I correct in assuming that? Are you moving anywhere? No? Alright. Carl, you're up.
Carl is going to use bonus action first to activate Kensai shot and
All
attack
right.
the large fighter closest to him at Luther.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna make all my attacks too. So
You've got 2 shots.
yeah, 2 shots, bonus action. All that.
Okay.
So Carl says, "Fuck you."
Carl does indeed say all of that. All right, you release a volley of arrows into this beast, and yeah, it's not looking too happy with the way that's all gone. 15. 25, 26, 27, 33, 35, 44 points of damage to this beast. It reels back, very much displeased with your existence.
All right, I'm gonna mark off my arrows real quick.
Are you moving?
No, but can I flick it off? Even though I know it doesn't.
That's fine. That'll be the last part of your attack. Classy. Eliafira.
Okay, so I think I've got the measurements for this right. I'm gonna try to use this token, but ooh, I did it.
Yeah, you just kind of drag it out. All right, so you just get to just drag it around to where you want to for the area of that spell.
That is where I want it.
That is where you want it. All right. It's more like right there. And why is everybody need... I'm going to have to redo some of these auras because they do not... They just recently updated some things, and I've got to go back through several of these. There we go. All right. Yep, that is the ice storm. So we have, and that's just straight up damage and any lingering effect at that point.
I didn't check for that. Give me a second.
So I can't remember if that's difficult terrain or if that just kind of goes off and then I will make their saves while
Difficult
you look
terrain.
up for one turn. Okay.
Until the end of the next turn.
All right.
Or your next turn.
All right, so we have one of the swarmers succeed, taking only, let's see, that's 12 points of damage. No, wait, hold on, that's... You take half from that. That's 6, that's... 19 to this one. Click, click, click. And this will take completely half, so 19 was take 6. Wait, no, that's 8. Because I can math. I really can. I swear to God.
grab a calculator?
No. That's why it's so slow. As ice stones rain from above the canopy line, sending branches and leaves falling down around the area before the ice shards impact and kind of leave a slowly melting pile around them. Are you moving at all?
No.
All right. Luther.
Oh boy. So I'm on some sticky webs, but I'm free.
Yeah, you managed to avoid being tied down by them.
Well, only thing to be done. I will invoke my bonus action to cast Virtue on myself, gaining 7 temporary hit points.
Huzzah.
I will take my Dagger Thorn, pull it out, and do my best impression of Easy Prey, as I will ready an action for the spider to come at me, to hit him with Green Flame Blade.
All right. So you ready Green Flame Blade for when it's attacking you?
Yes, if it comes within 5 feet. I wanted to...
It is currently in 5 feet of you.
Is it?
It's big.
Oh, it is big. Oh, well, fuck it then. I'll just cast Green Flame Blade.
Go for it.
Kill it! Kill it! Burn it with fire!
So, that'll just be a attack.
That is certainly a hit.
And that should just be 8 fire damage.
All right. So this thing gets several arrows pumped into it, and you just kind of hunker down. Say a couple of words from the old prayers that you knew, and lunge forward and plunge your dagger. The green flames, like, not only just kind of spurting out from this wound you cause in the middle of its forehead, as you even see the little tendrils of green and white just kind of curl inside of it, slightly, it's from within its skin, as you see a couple of the eyes pop from within, and it just kind of slumps onto the ground.
Aw, it was injured. Sad.
It was. You done murdered a boy.
Oh, I feel bad. Poor spiders.
Poor spiders. What
Okay. Anything more out of you?
Oh, I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Such unnamed horrors. They get to move. And why did I click that one off? Now I gotta get that thing back. Hold on a sec. There we go. Everything's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried about it.
Good. Alright, this thing has got... So what other ranges do we have on this? This will be the curiosity here. Alright, so that's not a thing. Alright, so first we will go with the big ones. Torin and Jasper. These things kind of fix their gaze on you, and you see their mouth, like their mandibles, kind of part to the sides, and kind of the maw opens, and this spine comes flying out at the both of you. We'll do Torin first.
Spine?
A spine.
A spine?
Not like a human spine, but more like this elongated, kind of semi-jagged needle comes shooting out at you. It will miss you, Torin. Jasper, however, you will be struck by it.
So He's, I think the baby woke up, so he had to run off.
Okay. So he will have taken... Well, I suppose we'll Jaeger him for just a quick moment.
I mean, I can go over and take care of it.
Oh, good. All right. Well, he will need to make a Constitution save. All right. So he will end up taking 14 points of damage, 6 piercing, 8 necrotic. As we will check something for these spiders real quick here. All right. We'll just dot these with a quick red dot. That will be useful for my purposes. Don't you worry about them.
I'm a little worried about it.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
Oh. Oh. Wonderful.
As these giant spiders kind of flicker and their form gets wavy and they seem to dissipate.
No, thank you.
Hey, look, there are 3 less spiders.
No, now I am very sure we need to light the whole forest on fire.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, like, Elliot's like, hey, let's freeze it instead.
Well, so we still have the swarms to deal with, real quick here.
I could care less about swarms right now.
Okay, well, that's good. They got a speed of 20.
Ew. Why can spiders move like that quick?
All right, so we have an attack coming at Torin, Alfir, Solvi, and Carl. So we'll start going down the line as such. As these things start to just en masse start crawling up your arms and legs, and this
God.
horrible gnashing, biting.
You.
Yeah, kind of like that. So Torin, yeah, you have none of that. You dodge the shit out of those spiders, just kind of swatting them away off of you before they can land their fangs in. Same thing with Alfir. Solvi, yeah, just has none of that shit. And Carl, what's your
Carl,
AC?
but no. Carl says
Carl,
no.
yeah, all of you have a no. So we do have a thing that can happen here, however, and yeah, because Sentinel is a thing here.
Do it.
Yeah, we're going to take a swipe at it with the axe. As the spear kind of shifts around into a stone axe, and he slashes down at with it. That is... Okay, that's something that he's not actually doing right now at the moment. However, what is their armor class? Ooh, just barely. Alright, he deals 8 points of damage to them. Alright, so all of that is a thing that happened. Torin, it is now your turn.
I don't approve of any of this.
I would imagine not.
Oh, okay. Extra attack. Just at the general area, I suppose.
Yeah, you start swatting at them. Okay, so you've got extra attack, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's those 2 strikes. You have your offhand unarmed strike and your martial arts. So you have 2 unarmed strikes that you can smack around at them with. All right.
He may look calm, but he's actually crying inside.
Just screaming internally as he's just swatting and swiping at this mass of horrible.
Right about now, you can just imagine screaming and cat crying.
Yeah, sounds about right. All right, 21, 29, 36, 50. So 18 points of damage to them. As you have scattered quite a few of these things and just kind of freaking the fuck out on them. As is appropriate.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's absolutely appropriate. Like it, I'll let you in on it. This encounter kind of hurt me to build. I'm right there with you people.
I'm glad.
But we must press on. Are you moving at all?
No, I stay right there.
All right. So with that, we have got a swarm that needs to be dealt with. That's no. Does not like his wife being menaced by these things. I'm pretty sure that's a valid... Yes. Let me double check that real quick here. Alright, we are ignoring that, actually. We're just gonna click that off, because I don't need that right now. So he's only got 1 strike. Okay, good to know. So this swarm only has a couple of spiders still left, kind of swarming around in it, but most of it has been dealt with. Solely.
Okay,
Which swarm was that?
The one that you're facing.
Okay.
You guys, I don't know if you've been informed, but you were shot with some kind of necrotic spine.
Oh, fun. All I knew was I took damage.
Yes, and that was what caused that damage.
That's fun.
And then the spiders disappeared.
okay, well, first bit of what I want to do is try and stab it with my spiritual spear.
Alright, spirit weapon, go. There's just too few of them.
Does the advantage I have work for that?
Yes, it does. Because of Dominic's help action, you do manage to connect and scatter the last of the swarm.
Sweet. And then I can also move it as with my bonus action, or
Up to 30 feet, yeah.
cool. It's just gonna move up there and attempt to help the Tauren. Then with my actual act, I will apologize again. Sorry for my part in it, and touch the dwarf.
Okay.
You did what to the door?
I get
Oh.
10 health.
Yep. Sylvie.
Unless it was the other dwarf.
No, you're the only dwarf.
Is AFK.
Yeah, he's not
Oh.
here. He's not here right now. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know what happened to him.
He got drunk back at the town. He's sleeping it off.
Well, no, he came out here with you. He's just not here. So,
Part that he's like actually impersonating himself and Tess.
rolled such a good deception check. You think he's not only two different people, but two different people in the same general area. Dominic is, in fact, a heat mirage. Speaking of, it is your turn.
The moment he's on
Why
the
do you think
spiders,
I'm all the way back here?
The moment he's on the spiders, he lifted.
Kess just like, nope, nope.
No.
I don't think I actually have anything that I can do other than help somebody.
To be fair, that caused one of the swarms to go away.
Oh, I know. I just have to decide who to help.
Gotta turn that fan off. Holy crap.
I will help Alfair with the other swarm.
Okay. So he will have advantage on his next strike. You do still have your standard action if you want to take a plug at something else.
I'm just gonna like. All I can do is like sit on the side and like cut at the webs. I can't do it.
Okay, so you
Oh,
so you're essentially helping Alfir keep track of the swarm, of where it's kind of juking at him, as you've got like a knife and you're just trying to loosen some of the tension on the strands. Jasper.
Let's go with that.
Oh, okay, let's see. So while I was gone, the spiders, they just kind of faded out, or just like poof, or
Yeah, it seems like they kind of lost cohesion and just slipped away from view.
so because I've been in entirely too many different versions of D&D lately, I can hold my action, right? That's the thing.
You can essentially ready your action, which is you deciding, like, all right, here's what I want to do, and here's what will trigger it.
But I have to know what,
Like a common example is, like, if a spider appears in my face, I'm going to slash at it. Or the moment I see one, a giant spider, I cast X. It's...
Okay, so I have to specify what exactly I'm going to do.
Yeah, you have to tell me what it is you want to do and what is going to trigger that action.
A note on readying actions with spells. If it's a spell of greater level than 0, if you ready that action, you will lose the spell no matter what.
Yay.
Whether or not it successfully casts, or whether or not the trigger never happens. But, of course, house rule.
That is a good note.
And did we ever decide, like, if I wanted to throw my hammer, what would the attack roll for that be like?
It would be a regular attack roll, and I think we gave it a range, like a 20-foot to something range.
If it was ever actually put down anywhere but 20 feet.
Let's double check to see what
That's up to
that
you.
range. Well, I thought we might have actually put that down on your hammer here.
I don't think it is.
Let me double check that. No, we had not. I will get you a range increment real quick here. It's not going to be huge, but it is something you can throw.
All right, improvised weapon. An improvised weapon thrown weapon has a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60.
That's kind of what I thought it was going to be. It seems
Because
like all the 2060 is pretty standard for everything.
Okay. So I will hold until one of the big spiders comes back, and whichever one's closest to me, but not in a position where I'll wang one of my friends in the head with my hammer, I'll throw my hammer at
Okay, clear shot on a spider, throw hammer.
within 20 feet.
Within 20 feet. Okay. Because within that 60 foot, you're just throwing at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
So you can still throw within 60 feet if you want.
Oh, and my special, is that a bonus or is that
It
a full
is.
action?
It is considered a bonus to activate
Okay.
the return.
Yep.
All right. Are we moving at all?
No, I'm good.
All right. Mr. Shin Shatter. There are many shins or approximations thereof to break.
Carl is going to slice them all up.
Billions of shins in that pile.
Yeah.
Quinn, I get how many attacks again with my? 5?
4.
With the extra attack and all the,
with your
unarmed strikes. Count.
Everything you will essentially get because you have extra attack. You'll have 2 sword swipes, 2 unarmed strikes. You'll have an additional unarmed if you burn a key point for flurry of blows.
Okay, gotcha.
So 4 normally, 5 with a key point. Yes, I imagined it was the one swarm that you had access to. One of your attacks goes sailing wide with your blade. That was that first strike. But you manage to start, chipping away at this giant pile of spiders that is starting to lurch at you. And it is about as big as you are. Just this rolling bubble of spider fang.
Right.
So 15, 22. All right. Swarm takes 11 points of damage from your strikes. Anything else out of you?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Eliafira.
Okay. I'm gonna try this as a ranged attack.
All right. Which one are you striking at?
This one?
All right, you're sending that mass of flames at that swarm. And you... Okay, that's a just straight up attack roll, so good job. That will connect Okay, 7 points of fire damage. That's a plus right there. And let me double check here. Give me percentiles. Just roll 2d10 for me.
Okay.
36. Yeah, okay. So we'll just use that standard number. So you fire. You basically get this ball of flame gathered in your hand and you throw it. And it goes sailing through some of the strands, hitting the swarm. However, you've made an important discovery here today. Whatever these semi-ethereal masses of webbing are, there's one thing for certain. They are extremely flammable.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So everybody in the webs will take 7 points of damage as these flames just erupt along all the lines and just go searing through everything. And that is everybody but Dominic.
Carl will look back at Ellie and be like, really?
You don't know the shoot. Oh well, you were turned towards them, so yeah.
Back in the box.
Those were exactly as many temporary hit points as I had.
Good job.
For you.
So yay math. I mean, that was fun.
Yay, ouch, fire.
So all 3 spider swarms take it too, then, right?
Yes, they do. I am just kind of going through that as quickly as. Yes, and thank you. I was just about to get to that.
I'm just happy that we literally burned them all with fire.
Yeah. I mean, fire was had. That is an absolute thing that did in fact happen. And hey, look. There are also no webs.
I mean, yay.
I prefer the fire to the spiders.
Carl is also not a fan of this fire. That is good to know.
I'm kind of surprisingly okay with taking 7 fire damage if it allows me to move freely.
Yeah, I mean,
Carl doesn't care. He'll just either beat the crap out of stuff that comes close or shoot it.
Can I use my bonus action?
you can. Yeah, you have your bonus action and your move action.
Okay, so for bonus action, I want to take this, and I don't need to roll it, but oh god, I have to say that word. Shillelagh?
Shillelagh.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So you. Yes. You. What weapon do you have?
I have a wood staff.
All right. So yeah, the staff you have, you kind of summon up nature's power, and you see that there are slight bits of greenery and little tiny budding leaves start kind of popping along the edge of the staff, as you feel like the living thrum go through it. We will bring that then to Mr. Luther.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to re-up virtue on myself,
As you do.
and why not? I think they're immune to sneak attack, but I don't care. I will green flame blade the spider swarm next to us.
Alrighty.
If that hits.
They barely manage to kind of part around your stab.
What are you gonna do? Alright.
To avoid fire.
Yeah, they're a little on edge right now.
Having
Oh, I'm good.
confused flashbacks of sinking.
Okay, so enemy turn. So we got the there. Okay, so you feel another shifting of pressure in the air as you have returning spiders.
Oh, that's more than.
Wait, what?
That one just moved.
Oh my god, there's more of them.
Woohoo! You hear the halfling yell, "Yay!"
So let's see. We've got a couple of these going on here. Actually, no. If you'll permit me, Mr. DM, and I will. Yeah, that works. That works well enough. Okay. So what we do have is a couple of things pop out at you.
No. Oh. Well, we got spells to get rid of that.
Earl's
get-
trying to figure out why there's a spider corpse near us.
So we got that and that.
Presumably two baby spider corpse.
Yes, in fact, there will be.
Ugh.
But those are essentially going to be at the end of the round, and I'll put those out at that point. Because those won't be able to do anything until then. All right, so we had that and that. We have one spider, one giant spider, going to be taking a bite at both. Well, oddly enough, both of the tiniest things that we've got in the party here. So that's a thing. We'll start with Eliafira. And then at Carl. I don't think either of those two hit.
No. Oh god, I wish that was a frickin' one roll.
So these giant spiders that are just 2 or 3 times bigger than you guys are just and holy shit. And actually there's one that popped up, and that's going to be attacking Sir Dominic. In fact, pretty sure that one's not going to hit either.
I assume my hammer throw is after their turn.
They appeared, did their thing, and now that they're appeared, you can take a throw at one of them.
Oh, like now? So it'd be the one by Dominic.
Yeah, go for it.
Do I just
Make an attack. Make an attack roll. It's essentially the same thing.
Damn.
Just kind of goes into the ground.
Yay! Like over here somewhere.
Yeah, it's still within range. You can bonus action it back when it's your turn next.
So, on my turn. That's right.
Yes, because you can only do an action.
Damn.
All right, and then we have spider swarms at Torin, Alfir, and Coral. In that order. Well, it looks like Coral's getting some
No, that's not
getting
it.
some buggy boos.
You remember my passive? That's not touching me.
What is that? +1 when you do a strike?
Yeah, with the melee weapons too.
Okay.
Find it, I'll show you one second.
Good to know. The DM will remember this. All right. And your longsword is also a Kensai weapon?
Yep.
All right. All right. And that's fine. And then those bundles will, at that point, explode. Which will have everybody but Dominic make dexterity saves. As I go ahead and plop those in.
So everybody but Dominic, you say?
Everybody but Dominic. Dominic was lucky enough not to get into the webs. All right. Looks like we got failures from Luther and Jasper. You are bogged down. You are considered, I believe it is grappled. You are restrained by the webs. You can make a strength check on your next turn to break free.
Neat.
Torin, that brings it to you.
Question.
Proceed.
If I were to use my shadow step again and come to right here, would that be considered flanking even with the spider?
Where were you headed to?
Right here?
There is... Yeah, you would be flanking it with Eliafira.
And I use my bonus action to shadow step with...
How many of those can you do?
I don't think it has...
I'm pretty sure you've got a limit to that.
If I do, it doesn't... I'll go open up a... It just says that's a bonus action, and I have advantage on first melee.
Alright, this is from... Shadow Hand ability, right? I just want to double check with the book here.
Yeah, there's no base limit on it. It's a bonus action, requires dim light. At minimum.
Dim lighter don't... Okay, yeah, it's not considered... It's... You're in shadowy area, but not dim light as prescribed. So that I apologize for the confusion earlier. I was not aware of the direct condition. No, it's not considered dim light enough to actually trigger this ability. But we're too far to go otherwise. We'll say heavier cloud cover bullshit, whatever. But no, you're not able to shadow step at the moment.
Oh, okay. So, is that right there?
Yeah, that looks to be about where you were at.
Uh, I think I could still make that.
You are... Remember that first 5 feet is going to be counting for 10. To get out of the web.
Okay, yeah, I can still move there then with my.
All right. As you are passing out of the range of these swarmers, they will gnash out at you. Not that they're doing too hell of a lot to you. But yes, you can make it there.
The
I
third
still need to make a dex save for getting out.
Oh, hey, look, you do actually take 7 points of damage.
Oh.
As one of the swarms does nab you. One of the 3. But you are in position.
Yay. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go.
Smack, 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 smack. Alright, they... Come on. Show me your secret, spider. There we go. 2 of which... The first and the last strike kind of sail wide. But the middle 2 hit takes a purchase for 14 points of damage.
I can live with that.
The spider's not looking too generally pleased with existence. So there's a thing. Okay.
And that's all can do with the cat boy.
Alright. Brings it to Alfir. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of bullshit everywhere.
Remember, you have advantage.
That is excellent to know, because he is going to he's going to strike out at that swarm that is nearest is just on the upper side of him. Yeah. He will slash down with a blade wreathed in a gray-black flame. And because of advantage, he will hit. Look at you, Dominic. Indirectly doing damage. Advantage for the win.
It's nice to have a bard in the group.
God, yeah.
I'm gonna use my rapier on your backside.
I mean, catch it for YouTube.
Take that
That's
how
good.
you want.
No, I'm okay with it. However you mean it. So, the spider adjacent will take 7 points of damage, and will actually fell the one that's in front. All right, good job. Good teamwork. Solely.
We will stab at that spider there that the weapon is next to. Or
Force blade, go.
actually, I think I would like to move it down a spot and stab at that.
That's fine. All right, that one kind of goes sailing wide.
Damn, it's been going so well.
Yeah. They seem to be a lot more mobile now that they're on the web.
Well, with the action,
At least we know who has left for us.
Elfair gets his special spell.
Huzzah! +1 to AC and saves. Okay with this.
And resistance to all damage.
That is also very much appreciated.
And then since webs are back, no real point in trying to move, so.
Okay. Dominic! There's a spider in your face.
Yeah, there is.
Use the fire.
Do I hit it?
In fact, I believe you... Yes, you do, for 10 points of piercing damage.
Take that, you ugly fucker.
Alright, you have bonus and move still left to you.
I yell in, show of hands, who needs assistance?
All the hands, I'm sure.
I attempt to raise my hand, but I can't.
Carl will raise his hand totally because he wants to just one-shot the spider and say fuck.
Sorry, love, you're too far away.
Carl.
Would would it help with his strength check?
It is the help action. I believe that is the long and the short of it. It gives you're able to use the help action at range as a bonus.
Alright,
So yes, in theory that will allow for it. All right, Jasper, it is your turn, and yeah.
I give you motivation for more strength by way of middle finger. For calling me a bard.
So
nothing.
just so I know, where exactly did my hammer land?
It landed just past the spider.
Since I don't have a...
Fair enough, yeah, like roughly there.
Also, for future, if I could request a hammer token.
All right. I can find you a nice little dwarven hammer token. Why not?
So is it a strength saving throw?
It is a strength check at that
Straight
point.
Strength check.
Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is a strength check, which is why the advantage can help you. Not that you needed it. You use your action and you are no longer restrained.
Yay.
Did I mention haven't volunteer to draw your weapon?
So that was my full action.
That was your action. You still have your bonus and your move.
Okay. And I can move up to what is my speed? Where even is speed on this sheet?
Your speed is like in the top middle.
Oh, up there, 25. So I can move my.
Yeah, but remember, moving in a space of the web costs you 10 feet per square.
10, 20. Yeah, I'll just go up next to Dominic. On the wrong thing. And I will hold out my hand for my bonus action and say, Diana. summon my hammer back to my hand.
Kind of gives that little bit of it's the hammer equivalent of that cat butt wiggle before it leaps back into your hand.
It doesn't brain the spider on its way by, does it?
No.
So if we could get some sort of fan art of that.
I mean, it has to be
I want a cat butt on that hammer wiggling before it pounces back down.
We'll just add that to the cat wiggle plus shack. And then we'll just like get
Shack is actually the hammer.
it's either that, it's cat wiggle, shack with his little Jimmy, and then you see like Molnir just kind of like twitch, and then it just goes in that cycle.
Twitch claw, thank you.
Toy feels uncomfortable.
That's fine. We're okay with that.
Oh, that's good.
So, Carl.
I'll show you my hammer.
Alright, am I range
my.
with the big spider?
Yes, you are adjacent to the spider.
So I am within 5 feet of this bastard.
You are within 5 feet of a spider swarm and one of the giant flickery spiders.
Awesomeness. Okay, the big spider's gone.
Okay, go for it.
I'm currently wielding my longsword, and I will be using it two-handed for my attacks.
All right, so you will. All right.
Those are the 2 attacks with the longsword. I assume because it's two-handed, I cannot go 2 fists. Correct? I would assume.
I mean, normally, yeah, but you are kind of a monk.
Got feet, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Normally, I would say absolutely that would be the case, except you are a monk and you are a weapon. So, yeah, you can kick the shit out of it. Go with 2 unarmed.
They're little feet, but they're cute feet.
Yeah, well, one of said feet gets gets caught in the jaw of this thing. And he just kind of spins around and kind of clocks it with the other foot, and it releases. But otherwise, that is 3 solid hits for 23 points of damage. It's definitely looking hurting. Looks like it's hurting. Because I can speak words. Really, I can. Movement?
No, I will stay here.
Okay. Eliafira.
Okay, so now that I have a magic staff, do I roll staff or do I roll these?
You should have an option in your attack string that has your attacks based on wisdom. Or maybe that's just is your staff. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the staff is already based on wisdom.
Yeah, so that's the stick is assuming you're using Shillelagh on it. So you would roll for that once.
Okay.
Okay. Cat boops spider on nose. Spider falls over. Just and it falls over.
That's the cutest poop I've ever seen.
I'm pretty sure I've actually watched my cat do that. So quite accurate.
Usually the spider doesn't fall over, it sticks to the paw, the cat flies into the air.
Well, she wasn't doing an unarmed strike, so that's what we do. You still have your movement and bonus.
for bonus, I'll do healing word towards Jasper.
Okay.
In your words of healing would be.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, yeah, power, feel better. No?
So 9 points of healing to you, Jasper.
What was that?
9 hit points back to you as you hear this.
Oh, I gained. Good.
Yep. You hear this kind of like meow and aw, kitty. Luther. Man, that's some sticky ass shit.
Great. Yeah. Speed of 0, attacks against me have advantage. I have a disadvantage. I think the only thing to do is I'm going to take a disadvantage strike with Green Flame Blade at the small swarm right here.
Okay.
And I have a secondary target for the flame. If it hits, I would like the flame to hit the web.
That's fair. Go and roll it.
Got a 10. Didn't happen.
Well, here's the thing. You missed the spider swarm. However, fucking web everywhere, and it goes up in flame.
Neat.
So
Alright.
go ahead and roll your flame blade.
So I think that would be the second category.
Yep.
within
So
5 feet.
everything in the web takes 6 points of fire damage as the thing goes up. Carl dies of friendly fire, but bunch.
Just as planned. Now I'm free to use my bonus action.
Yeah. You. Hey, hey! Congratulations! You're not restrained anymore.
Flames all the way up to his shoulders.
Mm-hmm. And even on a miss, I managed to do 12 damage to spiders. Good job.
I mean, that's fighting tactically right there.
Carl looks at you and there's a tear in his eye.
You know I did it for you, bud. I did it for you.
Betrayed by his bestest friend.
Well, this is gonna feel really horrible as I disengage and move my speed. That's draw. That's not measure.
So that's the line of P he leaves behind. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, I snail trailed.
Oh God, that's terrible.
That is
Is that
beyond
considered difficult terrain?
It is now. Let's clear that drawing there, please. Thank you. Okay, so you get out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So we got spiders here. 3 of them need to make a real quick check here. Don't mind me. Okay, well. So this is going to be a little fun. So the one up in this corner here doesn't get his back, but they are going to use their action to splurt at people. So everybody but Luther is going to need... Luther and Torin are going to need to make dex saves for me, please.
Ugh. Wait a second here. Carl says fuck that roll.
Hey, that is what halfling luck is all a fucking about. You roll that. You roll that one. You say, "Nah, can't get any worse." Click. Good job.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. No one gets spooched down. So good job. So we got this going on here. So Alfir and Carl will each be getting 2 swarms sent their way. And now for Coral. No, because you've got a... no, your armor is 20.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you take 6 points of distributed... You know, these things bite into you, and you feel like this almost corrosive tingling just beneath the flesh where these little fire ant-like bites kind of come in, and it just burns like a mother. And you kind of see your skin kind of peeling back as these fangs kind of dig in.
Carl is clearly annoyed by this.
And, yeah, Alfir's getting a spine shot at him, where those use their actions to... Yeah. So, Alfir gets shot at. Let's see here. Yeah, we're just gonna say no to that. This thing kind of flies in through some of the webs. He just kind of last moment flicks his hand up, and a small bit of soil kind of erupts up and just knocks the thing off course. And it's just kind of hovering in particles around him.
Yay.
Oh, I only need to remove 1 from that, thank you. And then...
No. God damn it.
I don't think you did that.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let me yeah. Well, let me fix that. Let me fix that for you.
Are you good?
So, as some of these spiders start phasing out, you see other ones kind of start phasing in. One more spine gets shot at Alfir, which is not going to work. And we've got an advantage strike happening. Torn, does a 20 hit you?
That?
Yes, it does. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Yeah, okay. So you take 12 points of piercing damage and 29 points of necrotic damage, as just almost too late, your ears kind of perk a little bit as you feel these long dagger-like mandibles pierce in through your clavicles, and you feel this pulse of energy just kind of wash through you as you feel kind of your skin writhe and crawl back inwards, as it almost seems to start... I don't know, just a waft of rot actually hits your nostrils, and it seems like it's coming from within you.
You're the rudest person.
And Solvi, you are getting a bite happening at you.
Yay.
Yeah, that's just not happening. But a reaction will be taken because of that. And that'll be 5 damage. All right, Torin.
Yeah.
Kind of hurt a little bit.
Kinda.
Kinda. Shit, them rolls though, son. Mm.
Are you going to drop Torrent again? Because that was rude last time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you thought. Okay. I can do the first 2 attacks on armor. I get to. Oh my god. I'm gonna burn 2 key points and get 2 more attacks. Is that how it works?
You burn 1 key point and get an extra attack. Flurry of blows only lasts for 1. Alright, so you spin around at this thing and just go full hissy at it, swiping as, yeah, your senses are just assaulted from this weak feeling. And, yeah, you manage to connect twice on this creature. For a grand total of 18 points of damage. Alright, I assume that you're not moving.
No.
Okay. Alfir. Oh, crap. We're... Alright, I need a marker here that I didn't think I was going to directly need. So, give me just a moment.
That's slightly concerning.
Yeah, well, I didn't think I was going to need to do anything this dramatic, but I need to know what my options are. Let's see, what is this? As Alfir will kind of turn back to you, Elliot, just... You're going to be needed. Brace yourself. I can't catch all of them, but that's... No, not moving him. I do it from there. Ah, shit, that cone. Aiming. Aiming, man. What even is? Okay, that'll work. So he will have to take a couple of... He'll have to take a step out here. And he will suffer 2 strikes, but... that I don't think is going to be too much trouble.
That's what Torrent thought.
Yeah, but his... between him, his shield, and his wife, it's pretty redonk right now.
Torin took Carl's kill. Carl is annoyed. Spider will die.
Hey, you know what? Do whatever you need to. Okay. So this is bad, but he's pretty sure Eliafira can... She can do okay with this, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know about that. She's shaking her head no, like a lot.
Well, hey, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so that's at that point. All right, that's what I can do. Spend one of those.
Don't know just yet.
Cast at. Come on. And submit.
Not gonna tickle though.
No, it's gonna be pretty bad, I think. So, swarms will need to make dexterity saves as he kind of gathers up energy, brings it up towards his face, and breathes out from this kind of pile of dust that was in his hand. Breathes out, and it seems to catch on fire as it blasts out into a cone.
Like an ice cream cone?
Not quite. However, this second swarm, we're going to move that back over there for now. So this one over here only takes half, so that's 12, 14, takes 8 points. And this spider only takes 8 points. However, the one directly in front is incinerated. And that is also That is also 16 points to everything in this base web here. And I need to delete both those webs. Delete webs.
Wait, how much damage?
16 points of fire damage as they go up. No, Carl, you don't take that one. Yours was already dissipated. I just had to actually get rid of it. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, Luther already took care of that web. I just hadn't removed it.
And rebuke at that fair.
Aren't you resistant to fire damage?
Yeah, but I don't know what that does.
It halves any fire damage you would take. Yeah.
Okay.
But there are no more webs, and there are some scorched spiders. For now. And he is currently concentrating on that spell. Solely.
Well, that was fun.
Sparky, Sparky, boom, man.
Oh, that rode terribly, but there we go. Mass healing.
What's the range on that?
60 feet, so I think everybody but Luther.
All right.
Maybe even Luther, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, even Luther.
Even Luther.
So everybody gains 8 hit points.
I crave the hit points.
Would you say you're thirsty for them?
I am very thirsty. Would you like to come and, stop that?
Not while we're on stream, sorry.
Oh, darn. That's porn, right?
Carl's thinking to himself, he really hopes that Cass has the ale ready when they get back. Carl needs a drink.
Hey guys, I found some mushrooms! The hell happened to you?
Off finding cooking.
Then with the action, I will bless some people.
Alright, you got 3 targets within 30 feet of you.
Torin, Dominic, and Jasper.
What?
Alright, Torin, Dominic, and Jasper, you have received Bless. Anytime you have to make a saving throw or an attack roll, you get to add 1d4 to that roll.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Because Solwi is an amazing woman.
Heck yeah.
That's for up to a minute.
That is for 10 rounds. Or until she gets the crap sufficiently kicked out of her.
Oh.
Dominic.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Hey, you got nothing around you.
Yeah,
I mean, directly, anyway.
I got a dwarf.
Well, okay, nothing. I'm going to make the grand leap in logic and say that that's not a hostile target.
I'm
could-
sorry, have you
I
met a
could-
dwarf?
I mean, you're not hostile to it.
Most days.
Oh no, this one, my buddy.
Most
Yeah.
days.
Only when
It's-
he's actively calling me a bard.
I mean, he's your friend now that you're, having to fight spiders at the moment. We'll see afterwards.
I'm counting spaces, I'm sorry.
All right, that's fine.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh, wait, I can actually see you right now.
And I'm pretty much, like, I can stab that thing, right?
Oh, yeah, you can stab it.
But do I? And I can add that d4 if I need to.
Let's see here. 14 will do it. And because you are likewise threatening the target, That counts for sneak. So 13 points of damage as you stab the shit out of it. Just at you.
Die, commie spider bastard.
They're kind of a blue-gray. They're not red.
I mean, they're red now.
No, they still have that kind of sludgy, oily ichor that kind of comes out of them, out of their wounds. You do still have your bonus action if you want to pass along some help to somebody.
I will be helping Torin. Can I also, like, tap him to let him know I'm here so he doesn't accidentally hit?
It freaks him out, stabs him in the face. Oh!
Yeah, you can let him know that you're right there.
Shakes him violently.
Pulls his tail.
I'm just saying, we have a record amount of tails in this party. We got 3 total.
Put them to good use.
Oh my.
Somehow they all get caught in a knot.
That's amazing.
That would be quite an interesting story to hear.
That would be.
And also hilarious.
Get accidentally tied together.
Yeah, accidentally. Then they all look
Why
for
were-
Carl because they know it was
gonna
him.
say, God damn it, Carl.
Why were all their rear ends close to each other?
We don't ask such
We were
things
playing
here.
musical chairs.
And Carl really wanted to win. Jasper.
So, the big spiders north of me, and the
Yes?
swarm.
Yes.
Are they looking kind of rough, or are they like...
They've definitely It looks like everything's taken a little bit of singe to them. Kind of as have you.
Yeah.
So all of them have at least been injured. Some of them look a little rougher than others, but they still look like they're going on pretty strong.
What was that last bit I was suggesting?
They're still going on
Fairly strong.
fairly strong.
Okay. So, I am going to cast Lightning Bolt directly north through all 3 of those. At
Okay.
level 3 or level 4. I'll save level 4. Level 3. Actually, no. Level 4. I don't
No,
have
never
much
mind.
to do
Fuck
for-
these guys.
I have much more I can do at level 3 than I do at level 4. Did that even do it? No, why didn't that do a thing?
I don't know why it didn't do a thing.
Do the thing.
However, that will be what is your spell DC? A 16?
My spell DC is
15 or 16?
16, I think.
16. All right.
16.
And that is 9d6 worth of damage. So you get that rolled up, and I will get these things dex rolled up. Bottom first. Okay, the spider in the back makes it save, but otherwise they take 26 points of damage. The swarm has been blasted apart. The spider in front of you looks on its last legs, but on bunch. And the one in the... Yeah, I'll show myself out later. That is 13 points of damage to the one in the back. Okay. Pretty successful, I'd say.
And I will just do a little bit of freaking things selected. I'm just gonna move like over here. I can stand there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can get there. That's fine.
Farther away from any potential future web. Actually, yeah, even one more away. There.
And we're... And what you didn't notice is the basilisk sneaking up behind you. I mean,
no.
what?
In the form of Kess.
In the form of Kess, yes. We haven't fought a doppelganger recently, so there you go. Just no.
If you don't count Dominic.
Okay.
Still means you haven't fought me.
Carl, you're almost being engulfed by spiders.
Carl will laugh and ignore those little spiders because Torin again took his large kill. So I'm going to shoot a few arrows at that large spider with Kensai shot, of course, so bonus action attack.
So bonus shot. Pew pew.
Now, do I need the next shot? Is this thing still kicking after that?
Yes.
Are you applying a disadvantage for firing ranged from melee?
I thought that was into melee.
No, firing ranged from melee.
Well, then this...
Threatened and firing ranged, then, yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, that will be one hit. Yeah, covered in spiders. Firing bow while covered in spiders. That's... I'll accept that. You only get 2 shots. Because you have your regular action, then your extra attack. So, yes, you do 19 points of... Hey! Good job. You may have only hit once, but that's all it needed.
Can we even see him, or is it just like a pile of spiders?
From where you're at, you see swarms of spiders just kind of... Yeah. There's a bunch of
Those
spiders just kind of...
have a bow.
Yeah. Clearly, the spiders have learned. You get enough of them in one spot, they start to...
Tiny person and start shooting weapons.
Yeah, you're all fucked now. Man robs bank using 30 pounds of ants, calls himself Ant-Man. So are you moving, Carl?
No, I'm
Okay.
not because they're done. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say he'd just bring them with him.
Yeah, pretty much at this point. Elifiera.
What's your swim speed?
Is this considered crowd surfing?
Okay, so bonus action first. I'm gonna summon a thing.
Hey, it's a healing spirit. Little fairy kitty thing. Where's the healing spirit?
For Torin.
On Torin?
Mm-hmm.
This seems familiar.
Yeah. There's this comforting little winged cat fairy thing just kind of perched on your shoulders. Looks at you. Little tongue blip.
Okay, I'm
hurts.
It's all fun and games until it starts grooming your hair.
It would so do that.
That's the next action. It does just it just appears and it does the tongue blep at him.
Not lip. Oh?
What are you doing?
I did erupting earth, and then I tried to set the pin on the spider, and it said no.
It's
All right.
no.
All right, so that's where you want the earth to erupt.
Well, I kind of wanted it on top of the spider, but not touching Sylvie, but it won't move.
All right, so you want it here, or
Not
technically
touching
there.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. There's your earth.
Thank you.
Now, let's put that on the map. Oh, damn it. Never mind. Map layer does not work. Not for what I need it for. So fine. We will just send it to the back of that. All right, good. All right, well, that doesn't quite matter. It doesn't, I'm not even going to roll that save. Doesn't even, just just from erupting from the ridge, that kind of this spine-like ridge, it splits the path in half, just kind of, and just explodes all over the spider, kind of crushing it in several spots.
Innocent cat girl laugh.
So you still have movement if you'd like it.
No.
Okay. Luther.
It appears the spiders have merged with the halfling square. They are sharing the space. They're swarming about him.
They're kind of swarming in and about and around him. You can identify Carl, but there's a lot of spiders on him.
Well, I can only pray this hurts both spiders and that this doesn't hurt Luther or Carl too much. As 2 bells will ring, I will invoke my bonus action to cast Toll of the Dead, and I will use my action to cast Toll of the Dead.
Fair enough. All right, we're gonna start with the top spiders. This top swarm first, and this is a wisdom save. All right. All right, the one to his side does save for half damage, being 10 points. But holy fuck, that damage, my man. Toll of the Dead's kind of no joke. A lot.
Save is for no damage.
Oh, that's right. So the top one takes 16. All right. All right. So some of the spiders kind of you see kind of writhe in on themselves and kind of fall off of Carl as he's kind of firing his bow through them. Moves for you?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. Give me just a second here, as we got things going on.
I'm sad that they didn't wreck both the spider swarms and Carl a little bit.
Yeah, well,
Is Carl okay?
Carl's fine.
Carl.
I mean,
Hey.
he's as fine as
All
being.
about economies.
He's about as fine as you can be, covered in spiders.
not very.
Yeah.
Carl says, "Bring it on."
See, and I'm doing it because I know you can take it.
I'm just gonna say Matt Mercer lied to me. Okay, so spiders. They are still a thing. For now. So we got a pair of swarms and a bite. So I'm gonna take care of the bite first.
And then we have 3 more hiding in the ether.
Or they ran away, gathering their friends.
We'll check that out.
So yeah, Carl, you'll take a grand total of 15 points of damage as as this larger swarm is just piling on you. You feel these. You think one or two of them might have gotten down your pants.
So which one's mine?
Grand total of damage.
You have
Came through.
yes. You have taken total of 15 points of damage. And this one will slip away. And no, right click. Come on, fingers work. Damn it. I demand it. All right, so we got 3 spiders. Got one at
Hello.
yeah, Jasper, Carl, and Solvi in that order. And it looks like everybody's sufficiently paranoid and got away from them. And at the end of their round, none of them recover their phantasmal webs.
Yay.
Torin.
So because Torrent's still in the healing spirit, it means beginning of his turn, I get to roll a d6, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, it licks you straight in the ear for 4 hit points. It was that weird, that really wide-eyed look, as if just that little half a tongue was just kind of like still hanging out, and it leans its face like fully in there.
Oh, so I'm going to move. But I still hit him?
Yes. And as you will have, what is it? Oh my god. You'll have 3 strikes, by the way. And this is what I referred to as Matt Mercer having lied to me. It's not 4 as I had grown to watch it happen, but 3.
Oh,
And then the extra with your key point. And then the other one is unarmed. Yeah, good job.
And then so I could burn a key point and get one more.
You lash out twice with your short sword, carving it to the ground.
Yay!
So
Take that, you dumb pumpkin.
Don't feel bad. He's only doing that to try and make Marisha Ray feel cool.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. Or the interpretation was the same as what I had initially done. Because I don't think I was counting the offhand strike as a bonus attack, as it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a good thing. Yeah, that'll bring it to Elfir. There are no webs, which is a good thing. There is, however, a spider directly in front of him, and he still has concentration on that, so he's going to continue to breathe fire on it. Which it needs to dex save. And it does not. For 23 damage. Solely.
Okay.
Wait, it's still alive.
Yeah, it's still alive. It's looking a little crispy.
That one only took half the lightning. That's right.
No, this one appeared after that blast.
Oh, did the other one disappear?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it just moved over.
Yeah, no, they're starting to attack in waves now. Like, it's not just like, they're all here, they're all not here. They're not playing peekaboo with you, they're just...
So, stabby stab.
Alright. That will catch it for 11 points of damage. It is looking considerably weaker than it did just a moment ago.
And it's still alive.
It is still alive.
Still alive.
So, apparently Solvy's had enough of this spider's shit. He just reaches onto the mandibles here and cooking half ethereal spider meat as this thing dies fucking horrible. As it just its legs kind of curl in and it's the only motion is that little twitches at the end of its nubby little things.
Sylvie invented the bug zapper.
She definitely is bug zapped this thing.
Alright, and then, since like the first time in this combat, I can actually move freely right now.
Yeah, good job.
So she's just gonna move down to the other side of Elia.
All right. Dominic.
Yeah. I am going to... Wait, how far is my help again?
30 feet.
I'm gonna help Carl.
He looks like he could use some help right now.
Carl,
Just a little. And I want to move up there, and I'm going to ready my bow for if a spider pops in and I have a clean shot.
All right. And I am just going to move this cone that no one can see because Dominic just walked right in front of it, and I just don't really... That just doesn't sit well with me. Okay. I was hiding that cone breath in case I needed to use it, but no, you walked right into the middle of it. I'm like, yeah, let's not have that there.
Just move it off to the side where nobody's playing.
Yeah. And then Torin's going to jump there. We don't know why.
All the spiders.
Oh no.
Yeah, the 14.
So, Jasper. You got a spider next to you, buddy.
Yes, I do. I am going to down to here. And if I were to cast lightning roughly whence, would I hit any
It would basically end up in that tree cluster right in front of you.
Would it hit these spiders here?
No, it wouldn't even get that far.
Oh, those trees here.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. Forget those are things.
Yeah, trees exist.
Well then, that changes a lot of things. Hold on. I will. Change all my plan.
Oh. Damn physics.
Can I, not have moved, knowing that my blast wouldn't go through trees? That I clearly knew were there.
That's fine. Go for it.
Where was I?
You were just to the north of this. Yeah, you were in that corner, I believe.
Right here?
Yeah, I think that's where you were at.
Wait, was I down?
No, I think you were there. We'll call it you being there.
Either way, I'll move there. And I will cast Thunderwave.
Thunderwave.
My favorite.
What's it do?
Pikachu Thunderwave.
Above first. I will do
How do
that.
I know those?
I want to go. I can't wait till that comes to the Opera House.
Level 2. Is gonna do the thing, or do I have to manually do the thing? The thing.
Yeah, it should do it fine. All right, con save from the spitter. Did not do that, so it is 7 points of damage to the spider. And it is blown back 10 feet. Here, Jasper, you play with that. Or here, Luther. Anything else out of you, Jasper, before we move on?
I believe that's about all I can really do.
All right, Carl.
I don't think I have any bonus success in that one.
All right, Carl is done with the bullcrap from these small spiders. So,
You do have
yeah.
advantage.
You
Yeah,
do have
that's
advantage
okay.
on your first strike.
Alright, that's cool. Carl is going to two-hand longsword and also use a Kai point for flurry.
Okay, so
Because
you
it's
will
missed.
get a total of 4 strikes. 4 strikes. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, your martial arts, I was not counting as a bonus action to perform. So basically, you guys were getting an extra attack each round.
Oh no.
Yeah. So enjoy the that little adrenaline spike while you guys had it. So key point:
Okay.
four strikes, 2 swords, 2 unarmed.
Each one of them is getting a sword strike, and then each
Okay.
one of them is getting an arm.
Good to know. I'll split that up. Okay, so we'll go for the top one here. That would be 7 plus 14, 21. So 10 points of damage to the top swarm. And let's see. 6 points to the second swarm. As you are furiously swatting at these things. Just...
I love that every time Quinn tries to math, he becomes Druid Sandstorm.
Alright, that's enough. Why am I losing subscribers? Shit.
Like
All right.
you had subscribers.
Followers, then.
Subscribed. Unsubscribed.
Subscribe, just unsubscribe for that one. So, unless you're moving, Carl.
No, I'm good.
Alright. Elia.
Okay, on my bonus action, my golden fury is gonna come and sit on.
Sit on...
Sylvie.
Alright. Beep. Sitting right on top of the hood.
Yes.
Cat just...
So cool.
It's your hood ornament.
You can see yourself out, Ben.
Like my jokes are worse than yours.
Look, I'm kicking myself out of here, too, so... Alright, that was a bonus action.
Alright,
Alright. It goes sailing a little wide. Doesn't hit Carl, but doesn't connect with the swarm.
Tell me how you traced that man then.
We're not touching anything else but fire.
No, it just kind of thumps in the dirt. Are you moving? Otherwise, we got Luther.
Heyo. Luther's going to pep himself up with a little bit of virtue.
Mm-hmm.
Getting 7 temp HP, and he's going to Toll of the Dead as an action against the spider near him. Oh, not that. Sorry, wrong thing. So,
Toll of the Dead throws dagger.
I mean, we can go with it. It's up to you.
Nah, you do what you want. Misclicks happen.
All right, make your save.
Alright. A wisdom save from Giant Spider. No, that is 18 points of damage to Giant Spider. It is not looking exactly pleased with you, sir.
Rings the bell with the dagger.
Did it to begin with.
Awesome.
It might have considered him a friend.
We were friends once.
Back in college.
I'll stand my ground here.
Alright.
About as friendly as I am with this popcorn.
Dagger in hand. Ready for shit. Go for it.
Come at me, bro.
Catch me outside.
You won't even make it outside. How about that? So it's going to spit one of its needles at you, Luther. That's... goddamn. These things can't hit worth shit.
Are you sure about that? Can they really not?
I mean, it's rare, But apparently, if they do bite you, they fuck your world up.
Yeah, they do.
Carl's getting swarmed.
Nothing new.
All you motherfuckers in your high armor classes.
Fuck those things because high armor.
I swear, I think our lowest AC is like a 15. And I can't remember. 14? Yeah, okay. Well, you're the only one. Everybody else has got like a 16 plus. Many of them are in the 20s. This is information that I'm going to use later.
Oh no.
Please don't kill me.
You can try, but you'd have to roll well.
This is true. Hey, you know what? This is honestly making up for all the murder mode that I left on. Apparently.
You could house rule, just house rule advantage for swarms. I mean, technically they're sharing the same space. They're totally flanking the guy.
Just
I
roll
mean-
individual damage. It's like,
Yeah, I'll just roll for each individual spider. Each hit point is an actual spider attack.
Oh God.
Law of averages. Carl's gonna be picked to the bone in a round.
Are you kidding? He was dead 12 rounds ago.
each spider gets 1 DF.
1 DF. 1 DFU.
F.
So a spider appears, and as some fade away, and hawks another ethereal loogie at you guys. Elia, Solvi, and Alfier need to make dex saves.
Right. I say no.
Yeah, all of you say, no, we're tired of that webby bullshit, and get out of that.
Wait, is there a web on the map somewhere? Because I don't see it.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's just on the GM layer. Can't you see it? Oh, wait. Never mind. Freaking noobs. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not honestly that drunk. I take way too long to finish mine. I'm just being mouthy. All right, Rich will
And
pop.
I shoot it into bitch.
Yes, you absolutely shoot the bitch. And I should probably put that one on the token layer too. All right. Yes, and in fact, you do hit said spider. For... Hey, and it is being threatened by Alfier, so that is also sneak attack. 14. Boy howdy. Ya done did it. Okay, so that's that. End of spiders rounds. We got rolls to make. Okay. Whiskerberry.
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 Yeah, jump all up in this shit.
Mew, mew, mew. Which one you going after?
So I'm gonna do. Wait. So Carl did one strike, kind of like her, with double sword. Does that still work with mine?
Yeah, he was basically because he's using unarmed strikes as well. Hitting something two-handed is fine because essentially he's using his hands and then he's using his feet, because monks. So if you spend a key point, you can make 4 strikes. So essentially a weapon attack on each of them plus one unarmed on each of them, or however you want to do that.
I will do exactly that. One weapon, one unarmed strike.
2 each. Okay. All right, we've got... Hey, look, all of your attacks connected with a spider or 2 at least. So that is 14. So the one to your left looks like there's only a couple of spiders left, but they're really angry looking spiders. The other one, the other swarm is definitely thinning out, but there's still quite a few left in them.
They never die.
No. Yeah, I still have fire breath, and I'm gonna keep using that. And this one's outside of that, so I don't even need to worry about catching everybody else on fire. Hooray for that. Okay, roll dex. Do it. Do it all the times. All right. Well, this one curls in up on itself. It's gone. We'll take a step in on that. Solely.
Okay.
Wait a second, Sylvie, you get healing points.
You get tongue blepped.
And 2 licks for you.
Blip, blip.
Yeah. Well, using bonus action to start moving the speed. Then with actual action, probably not.
What are you attacking?
The one on the underneath whisker bit.
No.
Okay. Well, that's all I got.
Dominic.
Howdy doody.
Oh, hi. There's spiders.
I mean, yeah. Kinda.
I mean, statistically speaking, you're still outnumbered a couple of magnitudes over. There's got to be at least 50 of the little bastards.
I'm going to help Carl from here.
Okay. You are helping Carl.
And
Carl, you got this. You can do it.
am I mean, it's not gonna do a whole lot, of course. But am I able to shoot an arrow into...
Yes, into that one. Yes. You are at, you've got a bit of the high ground on that one, so yes. You get distracted by the soft beating of the fairy cat wings, and it sails a little wide. It's like, the fuck is that? Huh.
D4.
Oh, that's right. You have a D4. You are still blessed. Hey, look at that, you hit. It distracts you for just a moment, and you go, huh, how about that? So that is
At
20.
least I noticed it, so I didn't shoot it with an arrow.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't try and murder the little healing spirit.
Elliot cries.
It just poofs into pixie dust. And you hear the eternal wailing of Catgirl.
So he is eternally covered in glitter.
Yeah. That shit doesn't wash off.
You will know your sin for the rest of your life.
Yeah. All right. Jasper.
Okay. I don't. All there are just little swarms, and they're all like forever and a half away from me.
Kind of, yeah, at the moment.
I will then. That won't work. I'm not built for this. Should have never left the mines. That'll hit both of them. That'll hit those guys.
You can move
I
up and
can't
throw your
move
hand.
through these trees at all, right? This is just a block of.
I mean, you can move through them as, we'll say, difficult terrain.
Let's see, and I have a speed of 25. Yeah,
God, that trick with the... What button are you pressing to do that?
the right when you hold it, and then you right click where you want it to turn, or
Oh, God, that is... I'm going to have to remember that.
it's quite handy.
And now everybody's doing it.
I accidentally that the other day. Yeah, I can't really get to anything. I can't cast any spells at anything without hitting half the party. Friggin'
Druids, master of AoE. Remember, I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast Fireball.
Remember, I didn't realize the ship was made of wood. Burning hands.
I guess I will. Wait, no, that's difficult terrain too. Yeah, I'll just move to here, I guess.
All right.
And
You could take a step into the
Lightning
web if
bolt.
you want. Lightning bolt. Shit.
I will. I'm just gonna huck my hammer again at it and see what I can.
Go for it. Huck your hammer.
Where is my character sheet?
Good luck. Okay, well, hey, congratulations. You smack it. You smack the swarm. A good job.
And then bonus action.
And you cover the big guy in spiders.
The whole thing
Spider
is
goo.
the whole thing is a bunch of spider goo. It's kind of terrible.
My bonus section, I hold
You
it.
cover the big eye in spider goo.
Bonus section, I'll just say tierna.
Yep,
Back to
it is back in your hand. Carl. Fucking spiders.
Carl's done with this crap. So, hey Quinn, I read all my stuff. I get 3 hits, not 4 hits around.
Yeah, four hits is with your key point.
Key point, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Because normally we were saying it was.
It's only 3 because I do get a bonus.
Yeah, we were saying it was 5 with flurry,
Yeah,
which it's not. It's
actually
4.
4. Yeah.
4 with flurry. Yeah, I know.
Alright.
I've done some more reading on that.
I will to the one next to me on the right.
Okay.
I will start off with a longsword attack.
All right.
They all still alive?
The pile is thinning certainly, but they are still
The
angry.
second one. Oh, terrible.
Yeah, they definitely
getting-
dodge with that.
Oh yeah, but help only works on the first one.
On the
Son of a
first
bitch.
strike, yeah.
All right, and then I guess I'll use my unarmed. Oh yeah.
And that will disperse that swarm.
Yay, no more bull.
And there's still a couple of spiders still. Oh my God, they're in your hair.
You didn't remove the other one.
I was gonna say the one I just smashed with a hammer.
Oh no, you smashed it. You smashed a couple of them with the hammer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's still a very active, angry swarm.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
Yeah. Are you moving, Carl?
No, I am not.
Okay. Elia.
Okay. More healing. And then
Fairy cat has made its way under your hood and is wrapped around your neck.
Made home and everything.
okay. If I move here, am I gonna have to make a dex save?
No, you're basically moving through it at half pace.
And then I have 2 flat positions. Keep it on the move.
Okay. On the mini noses. Just
Yep, maybe noses.
yeah, so well you managed to scatter a couple of them. There's still way too many spiders for your taste, I'm sure, but
Okay.
slowly thinning.
For my bonus,
Isn't that your... No, wait, it's...
the healing from the spirit doesn't take any.
Okay.
It's just something that happens at the beginning of the turn.
Mm.
Go ahead and move it here.
So it just plops onto Torn.
Yes.
You're lucky it's cute.
Think it's all up in your business.
It's okay, I'm kind of used to it now.
Alright, is that the end of your turn then?
Well, I'm confused because it says until the spell ends, whenever you are moves into spirit space.
Yeah,
First on each turn.
that's fine. You can smack it.
Would it heal?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it would heal again.
It has all the heals.
So it leaps onto your head, kind of bats at your mask, and you feel better. Luther.
Awesome. Luther's going to move a little bit and get back over here. bonus action to boost his health again. Well, virtue. Hey, keep my hit points.
He's Stuart Smalley
And-
yourself.
And Toll of the Dead for the spiders still infesting Carl.
Yeah, okay. Congratulations, Carl. You hear this light ringing around you, and oh god, the spiders are dead. Yes, but they're still in your clothes and in your hair. Oh, you think one of them's giving you a wet willy? Oh shit, they're crawling inside your brain.
Several of them popped from the ringing sound.
Indeed, they did.
Y'all, I'm gonna need a shower after this.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Jasper knows a good thermal vent you can all take a dip in. It's the only way to get clean.
I was gonna say, we'll just drop him in the river and like drag him with some rope.
I mean,
Oh.
does anyone have a water-based spell? Just drench the bitch.
No, you must cleanse yourselves with fire.
Fire.
Water, fire, same difference.
Yeah, sure. So Elia. Yeah. They're crawling all over you, but you swat them away before they can bite at you.
Freaks and fat girl.
Freaks in Catgirl. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds
Her ears are back and she's listening.
Sounds about right. So, Jasper.
What's up?
You done get bit.
Bit by what? I don't see anything.
Oh, fuck! Go ahead and give me a Constitution save, please.
That's not torn die, so I don't suggest it.
What?
Wow, okay, yeah.
Can I use my thing?
What thing?
The bless?
Yes, you can. D4, add into that.
Does that actually affect a nat one?
Not a... Look, I'm just saying a 9 would still fail, but go ahead and roll it. So that is a total of 29 points of damage as this thing sinks its fangs into you from out of fucking nowhere.
29.
29. As nom.
Oh, you're a dwarf. Do you have poison resistance?
It is not technically poison damage.
Ooh.
Fang damage.
It is just pure rot.
29. So. That takes me down below half health.
Yes, it does.
I know.
Good job. You made it.
I may have low AC, but I think I have one of the higher healths for some reason.
You're up there, certainly.
Dwarf.
Yeah. I think the only person who has... I think there's only 2 people in the party who have as much or greater hit points as you do.
Cass.
Yeah, that's the one I'm initially thinking of. But Torin, it is your turn.
Can he go through that thing?
Going through this area here with the trees is difficult terrain for you.
Okay.
And Kess has 98 hit points, so yeah, he's definitely at the top of the list.
Having used the blitz roll, that's gone.
No, Bless sticks around for the entire minute or until Solvi gets concentration knocked out.
Oh, that's handy.
Oh no, Bless is an amazing spell. I had a game recently where I turned, I think, like 6 or 7 misses into hits because I blessed the party. Good shit.
Okay. I hit this there by going around them.
Going around the dumb trees, alright. Not bitter at all.
Three. And then with key point.
Stop, he's already dead.
Quick,
Never
bless
mind.
that first short sword attack.
Never mind.
No, you up and murder this spider boy, just kind of getting up on its ass and stabbing at it and clawing with your hind legs. Just full pit.
Noise.
Well, yeah, full pissy cat mode. Good job. We do have a swarm still dealing here. I'm assuming you used your entire movement to get there. So yeah, we're going to. Well, that doesn't look quite right, but okay. Yeah, he's gonna slash with his axe. Knock a few of them down. Solly.
Okay.
Yep.
Stab at it.
And stab at it you do. As this thing kind of comes flying and spinning around in the horde. And between that and you just kind of closing your eyes, bracing yourself, calling upon your divine power, your hands crackle with electricity, and you shove it into the remaining mass. Oh god, they're crawling all over you. And then they fall silent and dead.
The spiritual weapon going in and spinning like a blender.
Kind of. I mean, it's half. It's a spear on one end and a trident on the other. It does kind of go full ninja mode.
It slices, it dices, you can make smoothies.
Hmm.
You've had a spider smoothie? They're great. Lots of protein.
Yeah. No.
Just ask Carl.
Oh, he might have swallowed one or two.
Possible. Definitely possible.
So there's a
Carl
moment.
liked it so much he bathed in the smoothie.
Yeah, I did.
Carl will save some for you.
So there's that moment where everyone is looking around, kind of paranoid, kind of waiting to see what happens next.
Somehow I just closed my game.
Fuck it, I'm done.
No, I was actually gonna do a thing, but
Fuck these spiders. I've had enough. But it seems like the forest kind of grows a little silent.
so for my next attack, I hit the corpse that bit me with my.
You do realize you don't gain a level from mutilating the bodies, right? This isn't Munchkin.
It was that those 6 seconds after it bit me, and I'm already swinging.
Okay, all right. It's definitely dead, but you
Battle's completely over. Everybody's fine. I go up and light that that webbing.
I'm assuming after everybody gets out of
Enjoy,
it.
guys. No. Enjoy, guys.
We're clearing out of the web. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that shit's not happening.
You want coin.
Cause you want coin? Holy fuck.
Luther will approach Carl. Roughed up, mate. You need a bit of attention, yeah?
Yeah, just a little bit. Them little bastards sting after a while.
There you go. How much a little bit?
That's
I
9
don't care
flat,
if we
right?
tap this.
Yes, that's a flat
Okay,
9.
cool.
You want more?
That's what happens.
No,
when you're the size
we're
of
good. I
fast
was just
food.
asking. I didn't know how your heals, if they went up or that was.
No, what
You know,
what rolls what you get. You need more?
it should be all right, especially if we get a rep.
It's a wand, I don't care. Take 7.
Sweet. Okay.
You do have, what is it, 5 more rounds of your healing spirit?
Okay.
So go ahead and give me 5d6. Go ahead and roll that real quick.
So just roll a 5d6.
Roll 5d6. We'll do the quick and dirty math here. Everyone can gain 16 hit points as you're kind of clustering around, checking each other, for how you're doing. As this little crimson fairy cat just kind of goes for the better part of a minute, goes dancing around you people. Kind of going around, bipping on your head.
Sylvie will pull out her decanter of endless water and produce water to clean all the charred spiders off her hands.
Yeah, just ick, ew, ew, ew.
How far did we make it before this horror fest, by the way?
You probably made it a good half a day travel. So it's kind of getting around like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you guys want to keep pressing on towards or take your rest here.
Carl thinks we should get the fuck
Rest
out of
in
here.
the spider canyon? What could go wrong?
Right? Hell no.
I mean, it's an option.
Carl disagrees with this option.
Oh.
We're fine. Keep going.
Okay.
Let's get out of spider hell.
What's
Yeah, sleeping in the middle of the night, somebody just gets nabbed.
By spiders.
Or we all wake up in new sleeping bags hanging upside down from trees.
This is-
Yeah.
this is
Assuming
true.
The insides aren't melting from, spider poison and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll must.
And Ben, evasion works on dex saves for half damage. So this was basically.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think I needed it today.
Yeah, no.
I
But if you have uncanny dodge, that's where you can use your reaction to reduce a strike
Yeah.
by half.
I have that too.
And I don't think that was useful for you either,
Nope.
because you basically took what is essentially environmental damage. So you carry on for a few more hours. How far out were you deciding to stop from the mansion?
My vote's like an hour away. What do you guys think?
That sounds
But
about
why
right.
don't we check it out first and then
Yeah,
maybe
just
track back a
depends
little
on
bit
what's
so we
there.
know what so we know what we're going on to
Seven
tomorrow.
Depending on what time we get there and what sort of time of day it is.
Yeah, it'll
yeah, if it's
it'll be
dark,
dark.
okay.
It'll be dark by the time you reach the area of the
Not
mansion.
get too close to that place in the dark.
Fair. That's fair.
Carl volunteers to scout.
I use my dark vision. Look around a little.
I try not to die.
You try not to die. Roll for survival. I mean,
Yeah, you barely did that.
When we get really close, I get out 2 of my garlic strings and I just drape them over my neck.
fair enough.
You're preparing dinner.
Yep. It's fine. It's fine.
It will taste delicious.
As you start as you start
Please.
closing. Yeah. I mean, just imagine if you had a big burly rage dwarf in this fight.
God.
Someone
You
should
would've
shame
been
him.
dead hours ago.
Yeah, should have shamed you. We should shame him publicly.
I volunteer. I'll call him a bitch.
I'm sure you will. We didn't even have to ask you. Okay. But as you're getting closer to where your map has shown the area in which this keep is going to be, you start seeing more signs of distress amongst the environment. Trees with gash marks, several of them pushed over by something that must have been quite large. Shattered boulders, places that had seen scorch marks from both flame and acid in certain respects. Just as you're moving on, it's starting to progressively get worse as the environmental damage has been done to the trees and the rocks. You also see what looks to be a withering of the fauna. It starts sparsing out, and even the ones that haven't shown overt signs of violence have started to wither and kind of look decaying. And in a couple of places, there are entire patches that almost looks like there's this creeping decay from 1 or 2 of the trees.
Carl will look at the rest of the group and say, God, guys, y'all, I sense a real fun fight coming up.
Money.
Yes, and money.
By the way, anyone remember to burn that forest down before we left?
They're still
What happened?
technically in that forest.
In that clearing.
What's wrong with Spider Canyon?
You leave all of those as a warning for when we go back through.
Just a bunch of spider corpses.
Corpses.
Ah, they
I
just
really
kind
do
of
wonder what we would have fought if we'd gone right.
Snakes, probably.
Yep. It was all spiders or snakes. It was, pick which one happened.
Probably
The
missing.
right side we passed through, there's a spring, a nice
Yeah,
there's,
right.
a hot spring.
Yeah. It was actually just there was just half.
Traveling merchants,
A nice
Yeah.
resort. What?
A nice
circus.
meadow full of flowers.
There's a small pond where a half-naked nymph is just handing out swords. It's great.
Carl says, you all suck. We should have gone right.
There you go.
He said half-naked nymph, so I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's. Some people know your
Or-
trigger words.
Or the right had mama spider for all of those juvenile spiders we just.
That's what
Yeah,
we should...
these were just infants, by the way, guys. Don't worry about it.
Carl says, let's fight the big one.
Infant
That's
crap.
what's in the house.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll find her. You'll find this. You'll find. Ooh. Wait a minute.
Actually, is the house, and we're going into it.
I'm not.
Stop giving him ideas.
I've already got ideas now.
No.
Okay, guys, I got 2 words for you. Spider golem.
The fuck?
It's a giant man-sized creature made out of multiple spiders stitched together.
Quinn,
Spider
I
corpse.
know where you live.
I have one answer. I have one answer for this.
It's a locked building. Bring it.
Carl's answer.
So it would have all the
Burn the whole
gold
building
properties
down.
in it.
I know where you work.
That's a little more dangerous.
There's one thing I've learned about the similarities between forests and apartment buildings.
Oh no!
And you thought that fire alarm annoyed you the first time.
Oh
Right.
fuck! Most people at this point probably wouldn't even go out of their houses. That's terrible. They just think Subway's smoking up again. Fuck, we're all dead.
And
Damn
did
it!
we mention where the fire would start?
It'll just feel the floor.
Not just the bottom, not just the top,
Just
but
for everywhere.
You know that
Simultaneously.
cone you were doing?
Oh
All
no.
it takes is a little alcohol.
Oh jeez. Okay. All right. Fine. Fine. No spider
Whoever
golem.
drank first.
Fine. No spider golem.
Not this,
This
week,
time.
anyway.
Not
Started at
not
the
this.
bottom, now
Not
we're
not this
seeing
week. Not this week. Yeah.
Carl thinks something fun should happen.
I think something fun will happen. But you, we will pick up next time with you resting a reasonable distance away from the mansion.
And spiders.
And well, you're already a good ways away from the spiders.
Spiders.
Next time on Dragon Ball D&D.
My brain is fried enough that I can't come up with an add-on to that. So good job. Okay, well, that was delightful. Thank you very much for joining me on Spider Fight 2, The Spidering.
Spider.
Good fun.
Spider
Ah.
Fight 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yep. This is great. It's wonderful. All right. Next week for understudies, and then into we'll see what hell these people get themselves into. Let's see what orifices I can crawl small insects into Carl next.
No. Carl says no.
You heard of human centipede? Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll see you later.
I think I'm gonna have to
Nope,
fashion a
nightmare.
backpack for Carl. He's gonna be in it.